2 students, bro, in the gym. I was by bro. They were on the cable machine. They were taking forever. I literally done probably like 5 muscle groups in my whole set, and an hour and a half went by. They were still stood there on their phone. I was this close about ripping someone's head off. I went up to them. I went, "Are you finished?" You go, "Now we got 3 more sets."
Fuck
off. What? No, bro. I was wilding out. We are here again, people. Boys will be boys. We are back with another episode. We are back with the gym episode. A little motivational, a little games, to get the blood pumping kind of thing.
Get the reps in.
Yeah. So I'm excited. We actually got guests. However,
we have 2 guests.
Yes. Before we do so, I actually want to get it again, bro. Quote of the day. Motivational.
Oh no, I'm not prepped. I'm only prepped for the notes for this episode. He does this every time. Every time. So if you only do what you can do, you'll never be able to be more than what you are now.
Yeah. I love it.
So if you only do what you can do right now, and you don't change any restrictions, you won't be able to do what you could be in the future.
Facts. That's the whole point, man. I personally believe, bro, you need to start making efforts. Great that you want to be loving memories, man, but you need to make things happen. You need success. I'm a big viewpoint on that. I feel like you and me agree on that aspect.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Do you know where that's from now?
Wall of Wall Street?
No, it's Master Shifu from Kung Fu Panda. If you don't like Kung Fu Panda, check yourself.
Bro, there's a number 4 coming out. It's getting overrated, bro. It's getting a bit long.
But anyway. But yeah, today's episode is gym. And we've got 2 very amazing special guests today.
Yeah.
Both got very different journeys.
Facts.
Massive different journeys.
Facts.
So we'd like to introduce you, Will
and
Tahnee.
Yeah.
Welcome to the podcast, guys.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having us again.
Yeah, so as you can see on YouTube, we have got these guests that have got journeys that are potentially different. Yeah. One very bulky man, and one lovely slim woman here. Will, why don't we start off with you?
Yeah.
So when did you start working out? Just basically, when did you start working out? Why did you want to work out, and what motivated you to be like, let's go to the gym, let's do something about it?
So I think my journey kind of started. My journey started at the beginning of lockdown. So the first actual lockdown where everything was shut, everything was closed. You couldn't go out and do anything. Yeah. You couldn't be near anyone. You were just kind of running solo. I don't really think there was a lead up to it. I think it was just a case. I woke up one day and I was like, I'm going to buy some weights. I'm going to buy myself a dumbbell. I'm going to buy myself some bars and some weights.
Man's on like 2 kg dumbbell.
Literally, I was literally on like the bar was it. I wasn't putting no weights on it just yet. I bought the weights later on. But yeah, I literally bought that, and I think I tried it once and I really enjoyed it. But I think what also pushed me to carry on was Dad. You're watching this again, I'm very sure. My dad, when he was younger than me, was massive. Oh, he was really big. Yeah, it was like really like from what I haven't seen any pictures, but from what I've been described to me, he was really, really broad but really tiny waist, muscly all over. He used to work as a bouncer, so you can kind of get into representation.
No wonder you're so massive.
Man's got in the gym. This is such a disadvantage, honestly. Look at me, like I'm trying to get big. You got this.
But I picked up 5 kg. That just blew up.
It's when I do my reps. I'm like, oh, that's bad. And he's like, add another 20, add another 20. I'm like, dickhead, mate. Absolute dickhead.
Jesus, man. No wonder.
But I literally just started doing it. I literally just was doing it in my hallway. I didn't even do it out in the back garden. I literally just had the bar in the hallway, put some weights on. The only things I was doing was curls. That was literally it. So I had no knowledge of like any other exercises, what exercises done what, how to do this exercise. I was literally just in the hallway just doing that the whole entire time. And then I read more about it, got my knowledge up on how, like, what different exercises, action different parts of your body. And then I started going to the gym I was doing it for I think maybe a year.
Okay.
And then I started going to the gym with my other mate George. So he'd come and get me after we finished work. And then this is when gyms just started opening. And then we go to gym together. And then it was just a non-stop thing from there. Once I started seeing results was when I just carried on. I couldn't ever stop.
Okay, so if you don't mind me asking, how much do you weigh now?
So I'm roughly around 93, 94 kilo now.
So what were you before? Like how?
I think I was about 84, 85.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's I was a lot more like, so there's nothing here at all in terms of muscle. I had a bit of a belly going, I won't lie to you. Oh. And then my legs were like twigs. I was really oddly shaped, I feel.
Man was an upside down triangle.
But I see that as like not a mass. Like I thought it'd be like you were 70, 60, then you jumped to like 90. I thought it'd be like that.
No, so I was roughly, I think at my heaviest before I touched any weight, I was around 80, 84, I think. From when I just came out of school / college, I was probably more about 81, 82.
Oh, okay.
And then just from constantly eating, constantly training, I've now replaced whatever fat was on me with muscle. So I'm heavy in terms of muscle. So
you've
the fat's
naturally
kind of
been quite a larger guy.
Yeah,
Then.
yeah.
Okay.
We're discussing this in that previous conversation, like off camera, obviously. Like we've been to like Nando's and stuff, like talking about the calories and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Go on, tell the people how much you used to eat back in the day, like how many calories and like what the equivalent of that calorie was, like what you were eating.
So to probably put it into perspective, what's like the normal calorie intake for the average person?
An average person,
2,000
Yeah.
for women and 2,500 for women.
Yeah, for a man. Yeah.
I was probably going 10, 11k calories a day.
Damn.
Get
So
out.
I was like, when I was doing it in my prime, my mum's a feeder anyway, so I was probably eating that from day one. But then when I started like buying my own food when I was like working and stuff,
That's crazy, isn't
Isn't
it?
it? Like, bruh.
I probably have like 2 breakfasts, so big breakfast to start with, and then something small afterwards, 2 dinners, and then 1 big tea.
Mad.
And that's average about 10k calories, plus the protein shakes as well.
But am I right in thinking, and this is where I don't understand this commitment side of things, it got to a point where like you were throwing up with like how
I
much
was
food?
close. I haven't actually thrown up yet.
You haven't thrown
I
up?
haven't thrown up yet. But
Okay.
the one thing that I read was actually from, Eddie Hall, the strongman.
Yeah.
He used to eat like, he used to average about, sort of, he was more towards like 15k calories a day, but he would always say the hardest part, and I count this myself, is training on a full stomach. So you do feel like you're just going to lift up a dumbbell, just go bleh, and throw up everywhere.
Yeah.
But it gets to the point where you're so full.
Have you had
after eating
that,
so
have you had that
much.
experience as well?
Oh, well, I was just
I can't eat like a full meal right before the gym because it makes me feel sick.
Yeah. No, I totally get that. I've had similar, not exactly, but I've had similar things.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not nice, but it's really beneficial in the same way. Because that like food that your belly and your body is now burning off is fueling you to like lift up the heavy weights and stuff like that.
Now, Tahnee, our second guest, people, we haven't ignored her, trust me.
That's all right.
I guess from your aspect of it, so like a slight little journey, like what Will's kind of broken down, or how it kind of began, or like the meaning of what gym is to you.
Started probably about 2 years ago. I basically hit my heaviest. I was 94 kg. Very insecure with how I looked. A lot of people basically have told me that I didn't look that big, but then that's because I hid it well. I'd wear baggy tops, I'd wear baggy clothes, and I would always compare myself to other people, other women. I was insecure.
Yeah.
It affected relationships, and basically it got to the point where I was like, I want to do something about it. So me and my previous partner basically started like a PT that he was friends with. And it kind of didn't work for me. It was more, I joined because I didn't know exactly what I was doing. It was his friend.
Yeah.
I then had another female, but then I wasn't, again, I was leaving that session thinking I could do another 2 hours.
Yeah.
So I've had like previous PTs in the past that didn't work. So me and my partner basically decided to go to the gym more frequent. I was given tips and ideas of what to do, but then I realised I was just doing muscle gain as such. I wasn't burning what I needed for my body to lose weight.
You need to work out for what is right for you rather than for someone else.
Yeah.
So it wasn't, it wasn't a plan that worked for me. So then I got myself another PT. And since being with him, I have lost 34 kg.
Damn.
Jesus
Congrats,
Christ.
yo. Round of applause,
Round of
peeps.
applause. Big transformation.
Yeah.
So officially 5 stone.
Damn.
Yeah, in 14 months.
Damn, that's short.
It's nuts.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
5 stone, 14 months. And, I walk into the gym now and I don't compare myself to other women. I'm proud of what figure I've got. I'm proud of what shape I've got.
Yeah.
I now love the gym and I love helping other people. I have a friend that comes with me now and I've managed to help her lose 2 stone in 4 months.
Oh, wow.
She don't come frequent with me, but
It's still progress one way or another.
Yeah,
But the downside is you don't want to like fall back into it and build that like back up,
That's
like a stone up or like a bit of a stone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. So it's been a long journey. It has affected me in so many ways. At the very start, I was so insecure. I was crying. I was having panic attacks. You know, I didn't like the gym. And I would go with my previous partner and I would literally just hate it because I felt like everyone was watching me and I felt that I wasn't good enough. I didn't like getting sweaty. I didn't like looking in a certain way in front of my own partner when you know, I'm supposed to be impressing. Yeah. So that affected that.
Do you feel like you were like judged when you were like first starting? Like people were like looking at you and stuff?
I think anyone gets that though. Any woman that walks into a gym, even men, anyone that walks into a gym, you think everyone's staring at you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's facts.
Yeah.
You think everyone's staring at you and that's not the case. Everyone is in there. And like, even now, I might look at people, but that's mainly because one, they're lifting incredible weights.
Yeah.
Or they have dropped something that has caused us like such a loud sound. So I've looked over.
Yeah.
But otherwise, everyone's looking at each other for mainly, oh, how are you doing that?
Yeah.
Or what's that work? And then you go over and talk to them anyway.
Yeah.
I look at people and be like, you done with that bit of equipment? Because I want to use it. You're taking ages, mate. Like, I'm here to do what I need to do. I've only got an hour, mate. Like, get off. You've had your time. You've done your 5 sets. Get off.
Bro, I had a couple of, listen, new people, yeah. I get it. I know there's no offense. I had 2 students, bro, in the gym. I was about to, bro, they were on the cable machine. They were taking forever. I literally done probably like 5 muscle groups in my whole set and an hour and a half went by. They were still stood there on their phone. I was this close about ripping someone's head off. I went up to them. I went, "Are you finished?" You go, "Now we got 3 more sets." Fuck off! What? No. What?
Being on your phone.
Yeah, bro. I was wilding out.
3 sets of 10% of your phone battery, mate. That's
Bro,
what that is.
facts. And they were just sitting there, and bro, it just annoyed me. They're new to the gym. I can tell they're new to the gym. But
That's
it
the difference.
drove me insane.
Yeah, I was about to say, I've been in gym numerous amount of times where, like, the gym that we go to, there's only like 2 benches.
Yeah.
I say we've all gone to the same one.
Yeah.
There's only 2 benches, like bench presses. 9 times out of 10, it's always been taken up, and it's always taken up by someone who does a weight of like 9 to 10 reps, and sit those reps take about 30 seconds. Then he sits there for about 5-10 minutes, just sat there on his phone.
Oh, the worst ones is when you've got like a group of 6 of them on one bench.
Yeah.
And you're stood there waiting and you got to ask them how many sets you got left. And like each one have got
He's got
4
left. He's got 1 set.
Yeah.
I haven't started my show.
Yeah, bro, and they're talking. Yo.
I'm not lying to you. I wanted to go on. I don't know what the machine is like. Does like your upper bit and you go up.
Incline.
That's the one. Yeah, thank you. So I saw someone doing a set. He went on Angry Birds per rep per set. I went, "Are you actually fucking taking a piss?" You just get off Angry Birds, put your anger into your exercise, right? I don't want you flicking some little bird into some tower.
Yeah,
get on with it.
Just sat there like next to him waiting for him. All we hear is
500 points.
I love new people and I respect it, but I'm just saying, bro, like stuff like that.
I feel like there's a
drives
lot
me
of controversy
insane.
in terms of the gym. I mean, I don't know whether that's a topic you want to go to, but there's like, you can tell who's in a gym to work better on themselves and then who's just there to waste time.
Easily.
It's like you get people who are like in there to fully make a difference in themselves. Then you get people who just do it.
People were doing it for like social reasons.
To like look better for other people. I was like, I don't give a.
I've been swearing for the last 2 minutes.
Am I allowed to swear?
You do what you want, bro.
I honestly don't give a fuck what people think about me.
Preach it.
I don't give a fuck. But like people, I don't care. It's nice when people come over to you and say, "Oh, mate, you're looking really well. You're looking really nice," because it shows that other people can see the difference. But in all fairness, I really don't like in terms of going to the gym. What you said, I don't care about what other people are looking at me for. As long as I can see I'm making a difference, I'm happy.
Yeah, I've actually had that recently. In the past like 2 months, I've had guys that have been in the gym from day dot, and they've come up to me and gone, "Your transformation's unbelievable. I've watched you since day dot."
Oh, amazing!
That's wholesome.
Yeah.
That is nice.
Dude, that's the good people you get in the gym.
And they're just like, I've recognized them and like give them a nod and like say hi now and then. But it's not the case of like had that full conversation. Like literally 2 months ago, like I had about 2 guys like middle age and whatnot, and they've just come up to me and gone like, "I've seen you since day dot, and it's just unbelievable." And then they've given me tips. They've given me challenges to do on the bench.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I've had one guy saying like, "Oh, you're quite hench. I dare you to do 66 on lat pull downs." And that was when I done it with you. That man who literally dared me.
I bet
and he
you
was
pulled
like,
up and you just went with it.
I've hung.
the top.
But Will helped me get into the actual seat,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
I managed to do, what was it? I think 6. I
you
managed
did
to
six.
do.
Sick.
Yeah.
Hey, let's go.
That's mad.
So-
Fair play, fair
Fuck.
play,
To be fair, he was pushing, wasn't he? Because it was me, you, and your mate Jess.
Yeah.
He was proper pushing us to like go heavier. I think you done 66.
Damn.
I can't remember what I done, but
Mad.
whatever I done,
bro.
you just hung off.
It
the
is
top.
heavy considering I
That's what I
now
do, I
weigh
think.
60. And I've got to pull down 66, which is my own weight
Yeah,
now,
yeah,
which is
yeah.
more than my own weight. So it is hard because I done it a week after me and you done it, and I just held it and hang. I literally just hung. I literally couldn't grab. I couldn't get in the seat.
So you come here
No.
often? Just hanging on top.
What are you up to? Just hanging around.
Mad. So from that, what does it mean to you two now? But we'll start with you, Will. What does gym mean to you now due to you experiencing the journey that you have? And by all means, you can still expand on that.
Yeah.
And like what you exactly done to get to the level you are now. But now in 2024, was it 4 years? We'll say 4, yeah. Because you
4
started in
years,
20
yeah.
Yeah. What does it mean to you now?
It's just, I think it's become part of like my life now, to the point where I don't think I'll ever stop unless something tragic happens. Touch wood, I don't. But yeah, it's just a place where it's for someone who suffers with like mental health and anxiety and stuff. Going to the gym is
bro,
always
yeah?
I've badly actually. I have it quite bad.
If I look at you, I'm like, I want to be him.
Everyone says like
Yo.
they are really surprised when I say that I do suffer from it, but that like going to the gym is a way for me to just block all that stuff out.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
anything I'm worried about, leave at the door. You go back to it when you leave the gym. Going in the gym and lifting heavy is just what I use to kind of escape from.
Just trying to hang out
reality.
of you. It's like, oh, what are you doing? It's like, I'm either at work or the gym. I'm like, mate,
Yeah.
I want to
That's actually
go for a
what I
car
do.
drive or whatever.
Yeah.
This man lives in the gym.
Yeah.
No,
A
bro.
lot of people
It's my
though who
second home.
suffer with mental health spend a lot of time in the gym.
Yeah.
All over social media is because they've been heartbroken or something's happened and they
Yeah.
just love the gym because
It's a coping mechanism.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like if I'm upset or like angry or whatever about something, literally I can kind of use that to push the weight and just forget about it all. That's what I do.
Nice, bro. That's amazing. I would have never expected that personally.
No, as I said, everyone who I've said I suffer from mental health too is
Yeah.
like, really? You? I'm like,
Yeah.
Badly.
Fair, man. But it's like I know how important it is because when you're in that gym moment or when you're in that gym time, nothing else matters. And,
Yeah.
like when you're lifting that weight, there's like the outside world doesn't really like it doesn't mean anything to you anymore. And you're in that moment and you're
Yeah.
in that time.
Just in the zone.
And I love when you're like that. There you go. That's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah.
in
the zone.
I was saying all these other words around it. I couldn't figure it out. But what is it? Yeah. Like when I go, music's in my ear, bro. Like nothing else I'm thinking about. Instead of just
Mine's like
exercising.
hardcore, like dubstep, like drum and bass, like just in the
Bro,
zone.
it's anything for anyone. Like
Yeah.
I've listened to like Japanese rock. Like when I'm at the
Japanese
gym.
rock?
Bro, I
I've not thought of that
love like
before.
bro. There's a band called Baby Metal, and they write inspirational songs, and they got a couple of songs which bang, dude. Oh,
They
bro,
bang, do
because
they?
the lead singer's got like a soft vocal, but the edginess of the beat's like. I can't describe it.
Go on, imitate it.
Oh my god! It sounded like that, innit? It sounded just like
Literally, the
that.
main beat.
1, 2, 3.
But it's, either way, but it's lit. It's lit, and it just the whole aspect of it is beautiful. And then when you come out the gym, you're like back to reality kind of
Yeah.
thing. It's sick. But Tahnee, what does it mean to you? And what is it? Well, yeah. What does the gym mean to you now, and do to your journey with you losing the X amount of weight that you said? I can't remember what you said. I'm not gonna lie.
34.
34.
Just to plug in extra time. 34.
Is it
Yeah.
34?
I thought you said 32. Was it 34?
Yeah. What does it mean to you now?
Massive achievement. It makes me proud every time, when I stand on those scales and I know either I've lost more or gained more in muscle mass. It's also it's my escape in terms of like just going to the gym. I help a lot of people at the moment. And I've got like sort of coaching. I'm not qualified, but I am coaching one of my friends. So it's an achievement that I can have my downtime in the sense of go on my own, have my own alone time in the gym, which that would have never have happened a year ago. I could have never stepped in the gym on my own. You know, me and Jordan used to go to the gym together, and I would cling to him. I wouldn't leave his side.
It's a bit of a terrifying like feeling though. Like never been to the gym before, don't know like what the vibe is. Because obviously the gym's like
It's a
different.
scary place.
It's a scary place.
Yeah.
It's really
like,
scary.
like if you think like it's big in like Britain, like some places like go to America, like mate, it's like 4 times the size.
Yeah.
So, like like don't get me wrong, like it's very what's the word? Very
Intimidating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very intimidating, I would say. Like even me going to the first time to the gym, I was like, what does this do? They're just me like reading the label, just like trying to see what muscle group it works and stuff like
But
that.
there's some people, like, I don't know if you get this, or if whether you two have experienced it, but it may like, look at, probably not you two actually, like look at the way you two look now.
Yeah, you sit back a second.
But I've had it sometimes when people think I'm like, it's my first time there. And like I pick up a weight and they're like, they come up to me and go, oh my God, like that was amazing. Like, I'm glad you picked it up. Like, they don't say this, but it's the energy they give.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, like, I didn't expect you to. And I'm like, bro, I'm ripped as hell. I may not be like big as hell as you, but bro, I'm defined. Like, I can lift this stuff. Like, that's what I'm thinking in my head. I'm like, yeah, no, it's all right. It's all right. And it just blows me away how people come up to me thinking like, because I look slimmer. And as I said, I don't know if you experience it. Because I look slimmer. It's just my first time here.
I think,
I'm like, bro, I can pick up this weight.
I kind of get that on hip thrust. I've had a
Really?
lot of people look at
what are you
me.
doing hip thrust now, by the way?
2 types of ranges. So dead stop 200 kg.
I
and
didn't even know there was different ranges.
yeah, dead stop is
Gym rat
basically
over
you
there.
literally lift the weight up, you pause at the top, hit back on the floor, and then you go up, pause at the top, hit back
So
on the floor.
it's like a normal like what's the normal one that you call it? Sorry,
Bog standard hip thrust.
just a hip thrust, but you pause mid top.
Time
So
under tension.
dead stop is literally you hit the floor, you go back up and pause,
hold it
and then
for a
hit the
bit.
So
floor.
is it time under tension? Would you classify as that?
It's it's getting your body used to heavy weights.
Yeah.
Just
And you're
squeezing
not,
at
you
the
don't
top.
do that many reps of it. You only do 5.
Yeah.
And then normal hip thrust, I'm on 165.
Fair. Have you ever done it?
So what hip thrust?
Yeah.
I tried it once. Yeah.
What's your heaviest?
Well, I haven't like. So
What that Bunda's saying.
Wow. Anyway,
These cheats ain't free.
no, I've been told that there, right? But no, when I think it was like early days of like you doing it. I think when you was on like maybe like 80, 90 kg when you're doing hip thrust, I did that. I did 12 reps. Obviously, I've never done it before, but I was able to do it.
Yeah.
So, but I've never tested myself to see like what my peak is.
And you've never done it again since.
I've never done it again since.
Bro, I'm telling you, do it. Bro, I do it. Bro, my ass.
I'm happy with my ass. All right, I don't need that. I don't need that tonnage.
Bro, listen, I'm not. This is a bit too far. But when you're naked in the mirror, bro, that ass, were you looking at
You
it?
staring back.
You need that perkiness.
Facts, bro, facts. I'm like
He
that. I'm
catches a
like, yo.
glimpse as he walks past. Like, hang about. Oh, it's all right.
You
it's
walk
all
past the top stairs mirror, and you like walk past, and like, oh, hang on a minute.
right. Oh, hang on.
I'll go back a little bit.
Bro, all my life I'm like that. Bro, all my life I'm like that. I'm telling you, bro, you should start doing it. I'm just saying, once you start seeing results, you're like, no wonder girls do this.
I bet you
Makes
do that
sense
little like leg stretch, don't you? Get a proper curve in.
Nah, I've attempted it once. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
I think to answer your question
yeah.
though, like I think when you said that people comment to say what you can actually do that, like fair play to you. My best mate that I've known all my life, he's been coming to the gym with me for the last like 8-9 months, I'd say. And when we haven't done an exercise for a while, he'll then say, "Oh, I'll try and aim for like a little bit less than you," because he's still like a beginner, but he's doing really well. Like he can handle himself.
Yeah.
So then when he's like, "Oh, are we doing like this?" I'm like another like 6 to 10 kg above that. And he's like, "You're doing that?" I said,
Yeah.
And then I'll share it on my phone. Like, I keep a record on my phone. I'm like,
Yeah.
I've done like 7, 9, 10 reps of that.
Yeah.
He's like, "Mate, I'm not doing that." I was like, "You actually doing that?" I said, "Yeah." So
Yeah.
he would think I'm like on, say, like shoulder raises. He would think I'm on like 18, 20 kg. And then I've showed him I've done like 36 for 7. And he's just like, mad. So that, I would say that's probably my experience. I've never had someone come up to me and say like fair play, like you've done that well.
Yeah, it's that's wild for like to have that in like with yourself and obviously have a mate. I think it's a bit different when there's a mate because it's kind of like, yeah, bro, I've been going for a while. Of course I've been doing it, man. Of
Yeah,
course
I've personally never had that.
But I've had like strangers, bro, multiple times. They just come up to me because they think I'm a little bit slimmer. and I probably can't lift as much. I remember picking up 230k. I only ever do dumbbells. I don't actually do barbell.
Yeah.
I was doing chest press. And I remember this was quite a few years back. I had 235 kg. This guy goes over to me and goes, "Oh, do you need any help?" I was like, "No." I was like, "No, I'm all right."
No, don't need
Leave me
any
alone.
help. Who do you think I am?
Who do you think you are?
Like, I've been doing this. And then I just banged up my reps and obviously put the weight down. And then he just looked at me like, "Oh."
I bet you finished your set and was like, yeah, and what?
Need help.
I did that to Will
That was the
sometimes
warm-up set.
when he's on bench or he's doing like a really heavy weight. I'm like, do you say it? Like, no.
No, I don't do it rudely. I just go, no, thank you.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
I
I don't know why I asked at the end of the day.
I had a massive guy telling me like how to like do my like tricep dips like properly once.
Yeah.
He was like telling me all this stuff. I'm like, bro. And at that time, I think you two know, I had my diploma in PT. So I got my diploma in it.
Yes.
So I'm like,
Congratulations.
bro, thank you.
Sure, fair enough.
I'm like, what? I'm like, bro, I know what I'm doing. I may not look the best, unfortunately. I may not be your size, bro, but I know what I'm doing. And it bugs me sometimes, but I'm just like, I just act like I'm like, okay,
It's almost
yeah,
like,
of course, yeah, okay.
It's almost like your body image isn't representing like what you're capable of.
Yeah.
So I think that's the same on my end, like, because I still consider myself a bit of a twig, but the idea that I'm able to lift a certain amount of weight that's above, I would say, average.
Yeah, exactly.
Is consistent, and I will talk about this as well. We'll follow into it, but it was what we were saying the other day between going to the gym specifically to get like PBs, or whether you go into the gym doing lighter weights but being more muscle consistent.
Yeah.
So I think it's one of those things where people are surprised you're doing it because you're not built to an extent.
Basically, yeah.
And then it's the idea of like, oh man, like you actually done it. So it's interesting.
Point to me.
So yeah, if we can get your response at the back, that'd be great.
Come on in.
You can exceed much more of a bigger level.
Yeah.
Whereas on your case, you can only get so skinny as such, potentially anorexic.
What's the dietary on your aspect? I feel like yours is the biggest difference, I would personally say. Out of you
I've
two.
been living on 1,700 calories a day
Since what? Since
past year.